As women, we are taught that forming lasting friendships is a skill that comes naturally to us, but for some women, that is just not true. Now, joining me today is Christy Tate, author of the book BFF, a memoir of friendship lost and found, to talk about the complexity of forming lasting female friendships. So thank you for joining us, first of all.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about the book, because I was saying to you, when I looked at the introduction to this book this morning, I was like, I think this might have been written about me. So tell me a little bit about it.
Sure. I wanted to write the story of my experience in friendship, which was many times it was marked by scarcity or jealousy, and I just had a hard time from the very beginning, from grammar school, forming lasting friendships, and it looked like everyone else knew how to do it. And it took me a long time into adulthood to form those lasting, healthy bonds, and I wanted to write a book for those of us for whom it didn't come naturally, and that it was complex and dynamic, glorious and magical, but also at times devastating and really fraught.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, in this day and age, like, people are moving around, they're going to different cities, or, they're traveling around a lot for like different careers and family. It's hard when you move somewhere new to find that base, because we do have high school friends and college friends, but just getting to know people somewhere new is difficult, right?
It's absolutely difficult. And what I experienced is I felt all this pressure in my 20s and 30s to really concentrate on my romantic life, and all my friendships were on the back burner. And consequently, once I settled down romantically, I looked around and wondered, where are my friends? What have I done? And I had to sort of do some excavating to look at, why had I put them on the back burner? How do I bring them forward? How do I prioritize them? Even though now there was pressure to be a mom and work on my career, I wanted friendship front and center, even if there were other competing priorities.
Yeah, and I think just on that note, when you have your family and everything, for women who are single and who don't have a partner or children, just finding those other women to be friends with is tough in itself.
Absolutely, and it's really a lifeline. When I was single and I was running around town on the dating apps looking for my one, I felt like my female friendships didn't deserve any attention because I was really single-mindedly focused. Even though I was a feminist and I wanted to have a big life and a big career, what I misunderstood was working on my female friendships would have helped me garner the skills I needed in my intimate relationship with my eventual partner. So the fact that I discounted them all those years was really unfortunate and part of my regret, and why I wanted to write the book for anybody else who either had that experience or wanted to avoid that experience.
Yeah, and the pandemic certainly didn't help anything either, with people kind of displaced and finding themselves kind of isolated from other people.
Absolutely. The stress of the pandemic on top of the distance. So even if I was good at holding on to friendships by that point in my life, now there were barriers to intimacy and gathering that put extra stress on friendships. And meanwhile, I'm working on my career and my kids are home doing school. Again, there's all this pressure to put friendship on the back burner, but I needed those friends to survive the pandemic, and I needed more than just the people in my family. So I'm glad I had those skills built up by the time the pandemic hit.
Yeah, it sounds like a fabulous book. Like, it just sounds like it's really well written, and just maybe a perfect gift for Valentine's Day coming up.
Absolutely. I have sent it to all my friends, both the ones in the book and the ones who didn't make it onto the pages for whatever reason. And I do think it's a place to start having conversations about some of the complexities of female friendship that are harder to talk about. Maybe the book is a good entree for friends who might be struggling or hitting a tricky, rocky patch. This might be a good segue.
And just really quickly, the launch is February 7th?
February 7th at Seminary Co-op in Hyde Park at 6 p.m.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. So, Christy, thanks very much for joining us. Again, the book BFF, a memoir of friendship lost and found, will be available for pre-order right now and will ship from February 7th. Christy will have that launch that she just mentioned on the 7th at Seminary Co-op bookstore located on the University of Chicago campus. You can find more information on her website at christytate.com. You can also follow her on Instagram and Twitter at Christy O'Tate.